There's no need for an introduction on this one. We're going to get right into it. You all know what this is. I know what this is. Let's not beat around the bush. We are going to talk about one of the most controversial Dragon Ball Z movie villains ever. This is a villain that started out with a simple premise, and after that simple premise, down spiraled into a joke. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. How do we even start this review? I mean, my God, how do we even start this? Back when I was a wee lad, I only knew about the show and the manga. And I knew a lot of people were into it, and I started to get into it. I thought it was really cool. The first movie I ever saw was Garlic Jr. And I remember this because back when Barnes & Noble and Borders were still a big thing. We had a Borders in the mall near my house. There were 2 Dragon Ball Z movie packs that I bought. One was the original 3. Dead Zone, World's Strongest, Tree of Might. And I liked them. Even Tree of Might. God forbid Tree of Might. I liked all of them. And then the same day, I bought a second one. Because I had some money. I actually had money for once. When I was a kid. And I got 2 of them. The other one was this guy. Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. It wasn't just the first movie. It was also the second Broly movie? Dare I speak its name? The third one. That's... we don't talk about the third one. Alright. Which sucks, because I'm going to have to talk about it. Because it's coming up pretty damn soon. Near the end. But anyway... God, just thinking about it makes me cough. That's not scripted either. I'm actually choking. That's how much I hate. I actually hate that more than Tree of Might, if you believe it or not. First off, I will say that I watched Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan. And I loved it as a kid. Broly was and still is to this day, one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z movie villains ever. Actually, villains in general. Probably in my top 4. Maybe. I'd have to rewatch all the movies again and really look at all the villains from Dragon Ball Z more thoroughly. But he's definitely up in at least I'll say top 5. We'll go with top 5. He's up there. And the reason was... Well, one, there was the video games. That was the other way I knew of Broly. I knew of Broly before I got the movies because of the video games. Tenkaichi 2. Budokai 3. Whatever other Dragon Ball Z games were out at the time that had Broly. I can't remember that far back. And I remember Broly being one of my favorite characters to play as. Just because he was such a beast of a character. He's this hulking figure that just slowly walks up to the enemy and just bitch slaps him. That's basically what he does in the games. He was ruthless and crazy looking. I loved it as a kid. Loved his design. I still really do like how he looks. But I saw the movie, and I was like, oh, this is one of the best Dragon Ball Z movies ever. Oh my God, this is one of the best villains. Blah. You know, just fanboying about it all the time. But I actually do rewatch every movie that I do for these reviews. Even if I've already seen it, Because you never know. You might have a second opinion while watching the movie. I should talk about the movie. I've gone into why I like the movie so much. I haven't even talked about the plot. The plot's simple. In the beginning of the movie, there's a saying, again, not a lot of filler. There's a saying that comes to Earth. His name's Paragus, and he says how they found a new planet, Vegeta, and they want Prince Vegeta to rule over it. And then Trunks and them go with him to try to stop him, and while they're there, they run into Broly, and then they also learn that the Saiyan and his followers they have these race of beings that are slaves that build the stuff for them, and they're cruel to them. And then Vegeta's all pissed because he's like, well, this is a joke. I'm going to leave. And then Broly turns into Legendary Super Saiyan because he sees Goku. And then they have a fight, and then Goku absorbs everyone's... And Goku wins by sheer dumb luck, by the way. I know that sounds weird, but he does. Everyone gives him his energy, and he has just enough energy to punch a hole into Broly. And then Broly, I guess, like, explodes or something. Maybe the energy's so much that when it comes out, he just can't control it. Something happens. Without that, Goku would have lost. Here's what kills me about the Broly movie, alright? And please do not chastise me for this. This is my own opinion. Please understand why I have this opinion. Broly is still one of my favorite villains ever for Dragon Ball. But I think his backstory needs a little work. And it's hard for me to say. It actually really is hard. I had to stop for a second to let it sink into myself. I admit it, Broly's backstory is kind of dumb. The part where he was born with a super high power level and King Vegeta wanted to kill him because he was so powerful, he was worried. And then, I'm okay with that. I am completely okay with that. I'm okay with Broly seeming like this really weak, hi, I'm Broly, you know, kind of saying. And then when he goes Broly, he just hulks out and rah, you know, I'm totally okay with that. I like his voice. I like how cruel and malicious and just destructive he is. What I don't like is the thing about Kakarot. That's the one thing, even as a kid, I never fully understood that about Broly. Broly is such a sensitive child. As a baby, he was so sensitive, Goku crying scared him. Even to me, that seems kind of lazy, you know? Like, they couldn't say that, oh, Broly had an ability to... Maybe Broly sensed how high of a power level Goku can become. Or maybe he was scared because he has so much power inside of him that it hurt. You know, maybe it hurts. Hiding all that power just inside this scrawny-looking shell before he buffs out. Maybe it hurts him. Maybe it's like the Hulk, where he could sense it inside of him, and that's what scares him, because he knows it's in there, and he goes, oh God, I have this other me in my head. Hell, I don't remember who said this. I don't remember if it was a YouTube comment. If you're the person that said this, please tell us in the comments below if it was you. I want to give you full credit for this. And if I find it, I'm going to put it on the person that said it. I will put it in the description if I can. But basically, I read something where, what if Broly actually could see bits of the future? And he saw, like, he doesn't have the foresight to see, maybe he got a vision, and then it disappeared. But it was this vision where he saw himself getting killed by Goku as an adult. And it scared him because he doesn't want to die. And when he sees Goku, the reason why he gets pissed isn't because, oh, he made me cry. It's because, oh God, he's here to kill me. I don't want to die. I gotta kill him first. I mean, it sounds weird. Sounds kind of stupid. But it sounds a lot better than, oh, not Goku. Broly's a crybaby that doesn't like crying. I mean, I'm man enough, as a Dragon Ball Z fan, I am man enough to admit that that was kind of dumb. The him crying thing. But I like everything else. I like how Piccolo's in it. I like how Trunks is in it, Gohan's in it, all these things. I like how there's another Saiyan that survived and he pretends that there's a new planet Vegeta and all that stuff. I'm okay with the rest of the movie. That's the weird part about Broly. I like the movie except for that one. It's like Turles. Turles I can never forgive because I just hate Turles. I hate his being. They don't do anything with Turles. Broly, at least, they tried to set up that he destroyed a galaxy. He destroys a planet. I wish they did more with him, especially in the 2 movies after him. I wish they did more with this character. I wish that we could see him destroy a whole galaxy, like, in person. Or destroy a whole planet by himself. And we see it, like, with Beerus. I don't know. It's hard for me to talk crap about the movie, because I really like this movie. This is one movie, Dragon Ball, where I'm like, get past the thing that Broly cries for no reason when he's a baby about Goku. It's a great movie. It's an awesome, like, this is one of the few Dragon Ball Z movies that I actually will watch over and over and over again. Broly's supposed to be the epiphany of a Saiyan. He's ruthless, he's malicious, he's kind of cunning. He doesn't care about how many people he fights because he knows he's stronger. Thank God he can't turn into a great ape. Oh my God, could you imagine Broly as a great ape? Oh my God. Or even like a Super Saiyan 4 is not really canon. He could probably go Super Saiyan 3. I don't know. But, yeah, that's what made me love Broly as a character. He is the evil Saiyan. He is what other people imagine when they talk about Saiyans and they imagine Saiyans and they're telling them how ruthless and evil Saiyans are. Vegeta's a good example, but then there's Broly. Slow parts, yes, but when it's the action, it's action that you want from Dragon Ball Z. Super Saiyans and Ki Blast and all that other junk, and Broly just powers through everybody. I love that movie. I really do. I really do like that movie a lot. It's one of the first Dragon Ball Z movies that actually, other than Dead Zone and World's Strongest, those 3. Dead Zone, World's Strongest, and the first Broly movie were the ones that I loved out of those 2 collections I bought. Yeah, I mean, I can't really say much else about this one because there's 2 more Broly movies that pop up, and there is a lot to say about that. But luckily, Broly as a character, in this one at least, judging him from this one movie, Broly's a good villain. I mean, he's a lot better than some of the other villains that they've had. Where you actually feel like he's a threat and all that. He's really fun. In the video games, he's OP. He's ridiculously overpowered. He's popular for a reason. Just like Frieza and Cooler, he's popular for a reason, and I'm one of those fans. But I will not deny that there are bad things about him, and I'm man enough to say that. I am man enough to look this camera dead in the eye and say, yes, Broly has issues that make him a perfect Dragon Ball Z villain, but I still like him as a character. And I will play as him in the games and all that other jazz. Thank you for joining me for this review. It actually went a lot better than I thought it did. I thought I was going to talk about it more, but again, I can't really talk about much till the other movies, and yeah, let's just say when those other movies pop up, you'll know why I literally cannot talk about the last one. So, until then, sleep well, Broly fans. We don't have much to worry about till those 2 pop up, which is, I think, another 2 movies or so. So, at that, have a good day, everybody. See you next time. Have a good one.